Yo, 1,500 pull-ups today. It's happening. This is the most pull-ups I've done since I've done 1,000 pull-ups basically this time last year, last June. But I feel ready mentally and physically. I've been training really hard for this, and this is just a warm-up for the 4,000 pull-ups. But I'm just ready to go in and smash this, to be honest. I feel like I've done everything I needed to do training wise. Yesterday I done lots of recovery. I done sauna, cold plunge in the morning. Yesterday evening I was doing some mobility. I had the lacrosse ball and the foam roller, massaging and rolling out my lats and in between my shoulder blades. I slept like 9 to 9.5 hours last night, which never happens. I've eaten a good breakfast this morning. I feel good. I tapered down training this week. So I've done everything. Everything's done. Let's just do it now, okay? And I feel ready, as I say. There's obviously a bit of nerves there, butterflies. I think it's normal when you're doing something that's going to push yourself. It's normal to be nervous. But I think it's excitement more than nerves. And I'm going to try record and document as much of this as possible. However, I'm doing this by myself. So between making this YouTube video, trying to live stream some of it on Instagram, and also just making sure I stay on track with the challenge, my hands are going to be full. Literally. So I'm going to try my best, but regardless, pull-ups are getting done. I might not record lots of actual pull-ups, but I'm going to pick up the camera in between, sets or whatever. When I hit a milestone, I'll pick the camera up, fill you in, and yeah, there'll be plenty of updates. But let's do it, right? If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe right now. Like, because it helps. Drop a comment also. It all helps more than you know. So show some love, but let's get into it. 1,500 pull-ups. We're about to do it right now. Let's go. Right now. Let's do it. Boom. So it is game time. We're about to start. I'm about to chalk up my hands, and I'm actually going to use these for the entire thing, simply for the fact that I want to get this done and I don't want my hands to be the limiting factor. Now, my hands probably won't start to blister or peel until like 500 reps plus, but I want to err on the side of caution and set myself up for success. So, how are we applying chalk? It's pretty straightforward, but we give a nice, generous, oh, we're nearly out of chalk. Generous serving like this. We rub it in the hands, but the biggest trick is that we also rub it every single where on the bar. Every inch of that bar gets covered in chalk, because that's how you get grippy hands. That's how you don't allow your hands to blister. So I'm gonna film my first 100 reps. Then I'm gonna check back in at 500 reps, okay? So we're about to kick off, okay? First 5 reps in 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Absolute light work. Let's continue as we mean to go on. Let's go. Second set, 5 reps. We're going a bit before the timer, but that's cool. Get ahead of schedule. Light work. While I'm recording these reps, I'm not going to play any music because YouTube will copyright it. It always does it. So, unfortunately for me, we're doing it in silence. But as I said, I'm going to do the first 100 reps face to camera. You're going to see them, and then I'm going to check back in around the 400 or 500 mark, because I'm going to go live on Instagram and let everyone else get their chance to see the magic. But in all seriousness, we're feeling good so far. Body feels good. I genuinely think it's not going to be a walk in the park, but it's going to be fine. You know, like, I've put the training in over the last year to prepare myself for this. You know, I've really put the work in. Like, you know, I've done hundreds of reps every week. I've done all the accessory work. You know, like, literally all I do for upper body is pull-ups and dips, you know, and some handstand work. The odd time I'll do some bicep curls just to keep these elbows healthy, but I don't have massive arms. But see these babies? This is just pull-ups. This is just pull-ups. Who said bodyweight calisthenics training can't build muscle? Now, maybe I'm not the best example of that, but it sure can. And again, 4 sets done. I have to be super cautious though of making sure my form is on point in the beginning, because I do not want to injure myself early on. If I injure myself the last 100 reps, who cares? I'll recover. But we want to keep that form nice and clean for as long as we can. And it's going to be. This is light work for me, honestly. Like, may sound cocky, but I just feel so ready for it, you know? My demeanor might change in a couple hours, let's see. Maybe I'm getting too cocky too quick, you know? I'm 20 reps in. 20 of the easiest reps of my life. All right, let's go again. 5th set. I like to go just before the timer beeps because it just gives me the illusion that I have more time recovery. And it's good because it helps me stay on track with the timer as well. So that's what we want. Because as you get tired, the timer goes pretty quick. And it feels like it gets quicker and quicker as time goes on. But I don't think I've showed, but let's have a look at my little setup. So I got Lucozade, chalk, phone, laptop, jellies, some cereal bars, and some caffeine for when it's needed, because it's going to be needed. And we're ready again. 7th set. So for those wondering how I'm tracking my sets and reps, the timer is beeping every minute for 99 minutes. So that's 99 sets. I have to do 300 sets in total. So I don't know if I'm gonna go all the way to 99 and then take a break. I'm probably gonna take a break at the 300 rep marks for like 3-4 minutes. I'm just gonna see how I feel, to be honest. Yeah, let's just wing it. We're winging it. We're already 50 reps in. Okay, you've heard enough of me talk. Let's get these last 50 reps in until we hit the 100. So we're officially 500 reps in. I feel pretty good, okay? Body's, of course, fatigued, but I had one of the lads come up and stay with me for the last, 45 minutes. So having him there chatting shit definitely helped. I'm gonna take 5 minutes break. I'm gonna get some caffeine, and yeah, I'm just gonna get ready to go for the next one. But I feel good, to be honest. I feel really good. I'm gonna complete it 100%. I think my main thing now is just managing my body. And what I mean by that is not just forcing reps out for the sake of it, and keeping focus on quality over, well, quantity has to be there, but focusing on quality is something I'm gonna have to do now. But look at my hands. Hands are absolutely perfect. Okay, these frog grips definitely helped. That black stuff is just, I don't know if that's off the glove or what it is. I mean, my hands are fine. Okay, my hands aren't sore. The only thing that's kind of sore is just my chest. We're pumped, no doubt. Yeah, boy. We're pumped. The shoulders are kind of feeling it. Lats are obviously a bit tight, but I'm feeling good. My buddy Colin dropped up some extra goodies. Lots of caffeine here now. So listen, we have no excuse. But first 500 reps done, 100 sets done. We are officially 1/3 of the way through. 1/3. It's kind of crazy to say that I have to do another 1,000 reps. Okay. Right, I didn't think about that. Let's do it, okay? I'm going to take a break. I'm going to record my first few reps. I'm going to check back in. Peace. Right, we're going again. Let's do it. Next 500 reps. This is our second set of 500. Not many people say that. That's what we're about here. Light work. Yeah. This is where we mean business, yeah? This is business now. Let's get to it. Woo! Yeah. Energy's high. Okay, I'm gonna start smashing these reps out. I'm gonna go live on Instagram. So, yeah, I'm gonna check in closer to 1,000 reps. See you then. So, we are currently 800 reps in. It's getting tough now, to be honest. It was getting to the stage where every set, my 5th rep, was just a bit iffy. I had to use my legs to kick. And I wasn't expecting that to happen, to be honest. You know, just over halfway through. I think the initial first push was so, there was so much hype. Colin was here. I was on Instagram Live. I was just having fun with it. Then I started to get fatigued. And yeah, it gets tougher. But this is always gonna happen no matter what you do. If you do something that's challenging like this, it's gonna get really tough. So I just need to pull myself back in here and drive on. I'm gonna finish this regardless, but I wanna finish it with a level head, and I wanna be super focused as I go into it. So I'm actually going to do rep 800 to 1,000 with the camera on, and I'm going to speak to the camera as I do it, and then I'll go back on live. But yeah, man, this is what it's about. If I want to do this 4,000 challenge, then you know what I mean? I'm not even a quarter of the way through. I'm not even a quarter of the way through. So, shut the fuck up complaining now if you want to do something that's going to be levels harder. And I think I'm realizing how hard it's going to be now. So, just shut up, man. I'm speaking to myself here. Shut up. Just do it. Keep going. But yeah, I've taken a little break. I'm going to get back into it. I'm just going to chat. I want to speak my mind while I'm going through these reps. I think that's what's going to help me, hopefully. But yeah, let's do it. 800 to 1,000, go time. Okay, we're back at it. These yokes are sweaty as hell, and they're smelly as hell, but they work. My hands have held up pretty well, to be honest. Yeah, these next 200 reps, it's going to be fun because I'm really going to that place. No music, just me and the camera. 40 sets. Yeah, man, if you're watching this, hopefully you get inspired to push yourself in whatever way. It doesn't have to be pull-ups, it could be anything. It could be trying something new. New job, new hobby, new girlfriend, new experience. It doesn't matter. Just do you, bro. Do you. Be yourself. Grow into that skin that maybe you've always been afraid to. You know, for me personally, like my whole journey with fitness has, not to sound like I'm exaggerating, but it saved my life. You know, I always had a pretty decent life. I'm not gonna say I had a tough life, you know, but everyone goes through struggles. In my late teens, early 20s, I dealt with depression a lot, anxiety. Just always felt like there was a dark cloud behind me and like something on top of my shoulders, and I would often try drown it out with weed, with, you know, a lot of other bad habits. But it was my journey with training that completely shifted my mindset, to be honest. Like when I started to see changes in my body, and I actually was like, okay, I can progress with this. Like I can actually achieve something. I started to, you know, it wasn't that it like fixed the depression or anxiety, but my self-confidence grew and my purpose and my self-belief became bigger than all the negative emotions. And eventually, the negative stuff just slowly dripped away. And it's not like I never feel bad. Everyone has off days. But, you know, I feel like my faith is so strong now that I genuinely feel like I can take on anything and I'll be fine, you know. And when I say faith, I look at that in multiple ways. You know, people often think faith is like spirituality, religion, and I mean it that way, 100%. You know, but faith is having belief in something. When you believe in something so much, you believe it to be true. And when you believe something to be true, your reality manifests to fit that belief that you have, you know? I have so much faith that my life is gonna turn out exactly how I want it to. Because I feel like, and like, whether you believe in God or not, I feel like we all have a purpose in life given to us by God. And when you start to pay attention to that relationship with God, and when I say that, like, what do I even think God is? I think God is you. It's your higher spirit. It's your subconscious. It's your soul, you know? And I think we're all here to fulfill a purpose. And when you get in touch with that, is what I'm trying to say, life becomes different and you start to see things differently, you know? I probably just went on a bit of a ramble there, but I think you get my drift. And man, like, the advice I wish I could just give to everyone is believe in yourself, because man, you're so capable of so much more than you think. If I look at where I was 5 years ago, man, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I took the steps to change my reality. And listen, I'm still in the beginning of my journey, and I'm not better than anyone. I'm not trying to say it like that. But where I was 5 years ago, I was a completely different person. The way I interacted with the world, my relationships. Yeah, man, just push yourself. You know, I'm rambling here. I don't care. I think if you're watching this, and if you're watching this far into the video, you obviously care enough, so I appreciate it. I wish I knew who watched them, because I'm sure there's people that watch them a lot and take a lot from what I say, but just never get the chance to tell me. So like, if that's you, reach out, say what's up. Like, I'm happy to have a conversation. You know, maybe I can learn something from you also. So So please, if this is you, reach out to me, man. My body hurts so much. I won't lie, I thought this was gonna be a lot easier than it is. I thought I was gonna get to 1,000 no problem, you know, and maybe the last 200 would be tough. Man, this is tough. My body is really feeling it. This is the challenge God wants me to go through. I say I want to be all this. I say I want a successful business, successful relationships, healthy family. Are you willing to do everything you say you're gonna do in order to get that? That's why we're here. Why we're here, man. Why are you doing this to yourself? Fuck you, man. Nah! Oh, fuck! Hands. Oh, stop feeling sorry for yourself, man. Stop fucking feeling sorry for yourself. It's just fucking my decision to do this shit. My hands aren't even ripped, but they're getting pretty fucking raw. I'm almost at 1,000. Let's fucking go, man. Let's fucking do this. Shut the fuck up being negative. Oh. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. You know? Solo dolo. That's it. That's life, man. You versus you. Alone. In this big empty gym. The reality is no one gives a fuck, man. If I do this or not, no one cares. Yeah, finish it, you get some pats on the back. If you don't do it, no one gives a fuck. Why are you doing it? I'm doing it for me. That's why I'm doing this shit. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for the 17-year-old version of myself. He used to say to himself that the world would be better off without him. And I say that with all seriousness. That's thoughts that I used to have on a regular basis at that age. And I don't know if this is a common experience for people, but that's why I do all this shit. There was one moment where, you know, I seriously contemplated hurting myself. And ever since then, I feel like God literally said to me that you're gonna be doing great shit, but it's not gonna be easy, and I'm not gonna give it to you. You gotta do it yourself. I'm not making this shit up. I would never say something like that just because. And it's real, man. My best friend growing up, my best friend growing up suffered with, for the last 6 years almost, drug addiction and schizophrenia. And recently, he done something very stupid and is now locked up for, I don't know, 10 years. He will never be the same person. And, you know, this was a guy that was with me through my lowest times, I would say. This is the guy who and he knew all my deepest struggles. He was always someone who I would go to for advice. He was someone I looked up to. Very talented guy. You know, but life happens and shit happens. Man, I feel like I buried that because that ate at me for so long. You know, having him knock on my door, ask for money and shit. I used to have dreams about him, like at least every fucking week. It's more reason why I do this shit, because not everyone gets the chances you get. And you may argue that he fucked his own life up. Maybe true to some extent. It's another reason why I do this shit. And listen, like, with everything I just said about my own journey and my mate, my friend, it inspires everything I want to do with Flexi Strength. It's more than just training. It's about showing young men that there's more to life. To trust in yourself, to believe in yourself, and back yourself. You know, back yourself, bet on yourself. So many lads will bet on football and they'll waste their money betting on football, but they won't bet on themselves. And that's the ultimate reward. In my opinion. I don't say all this to come across preachy, but who am I to fucking preach? In all honesty, But man, my vision's so big for everything I want to do. I want to impact so many people beyond training. I want young guys to go on their own journey like I am, you know? And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It's a matter of when. So stay tuned, because it's happening. I have 20 reps left to hit 1,000, but I won't lie, I actually feel defeated. My hands, although they haven't even ripped yet, I'm struggling to hold on to the bar. The first thoughts of quitting came to my head a few minutes ago. I'm battling it. I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna keep going, but I'm trying to convince myself that right now that's the battle I'm having. Yeah, let's have a look at these 5 reps. Like, I'm struggling to hold a proper grip on the bar, and yeah. This is where I'm at currently. This is where I'm at. They were the best. They were the 5 best reps I've done in the last 25 minutes. So that doesn't do it justice. 995 reps done. It's for 1,000. I don't even feel happy that I'm hitting 1,000, to be honest. I wish I was hitting 1,400. Oh, man. 1,000 reps done. 500 left. I'm gonna take a break, man. Peace out. Lads, I'm defeated. 20 minutes left. I'm barely stringing 5 pull-ups in now. Some of my sets I'm getting 4. A couple sets I was getting 3. I don't know. I think I'm at my limit, to be honest. And I hate saying that, but to be honest, I think I just gotta accept it as true. I'm really struggling, and there's only so much motivation that can get you through that. When your body physically won't let you. My elbows are fucked. Everywhere is sore as hell. I think I underestimated this, to be honest. I thought because I'd done the 1,000, and not that it was easy, but I just felt like I was going to be able to do a lot more. I'm somewhat disappointed, to be honest, and I thought it was going to be easier. We're not finished. Even if I just do 2 reps a set and I don't quite get to 1,500, it is what it is, but we're going to keep moving. So let's do it. So this is what my reps are currently looking like. My hands are destroyed. Oh, fuck. I'm is there any point in going further? I'm going to continue. If I do 1 rep every set, see what it is. I don't know, I can't help feel but be pretty disappointed, even though I'm after doing well over 1,000 pull-ups. Yeah, don't know. Bit of a bitter feeling. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much words. I'm pretty pissed. I'm just fuck it. It is what it is, though. Body literally just has no more. Did I not fuel properly? Did I not prepare properly? I don't know. That's what we'll have to reflect on. But yeah, man, my hands are starting to peel. Let's see if we can fucking string 5 reps together. Oh! I don't like losing. Listen, we're gonna finish off. Even if I just do 1, 2, or 3 reps per set, it's better than just stopping altogether. So yeah, it is what it is. Unfortunately, we didn't do it. I got to the last 20 sets, 20 minutes, and I couldn't string 5 pull-ups together. Got to the stage where I could barely string 3 pull-ups together. My hands actually don't look bad, but they're very painful. And the hands actually weren't the thing. It was my elbow. It was my lat. I just didn't have the strength to pull. Every time I hung from the bar, I was wincing at my elbow. Listen, I still got over 1,450 pull-ups. I'm still happy with that. I'm viewing it as a win. I'm disappointed I couldn't finish it because it's made me realize I'm a lot further away from the 4,000 than I realized. But It is what it is. If you don't try, you don't find out. And you got to push yourself to your limits. And I found my limit. So now it's back to the drawing board. And yeah, seeing what did I do wrong, what could I have done better, and make those corrections for next time. If there's going to be a next time, maybe is it even worth my while doing this again? Am I physically able? So these are questions I'm currently asking myself. It's like, is there a point in still going for this 4,000 if I couldn't even complete half? I couldn't even complete less than half. So yeah, these are questions going through my head. Regardless, we'll be back. I do think I'm going to be doing this again. I think this is just the emotion that's happening right now from not finishing. But listen, I don't feel upset. At the end of the day, it's just pull ups. But I'm kind of like, bit annoying. But I don't like losing. Who does? But, it is what it is. We reset, back to the drawing board, reassess, and we kick on from there. Whoever watched this video, I really appreciate you. If you joined the live stream, I really appreciate you. All the support honestly means a lot. Anyone who actually shows interest in this, I really do appreciate it. And yeah, stay tuned. It's not the end. I'm pretending like it's the end, but it's not. I have a lot to push with myself, whatever that means. But I'm not done. There's more to come. Okay? If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do it. Okay? It means a lot. Really helps. I want to grow this YouTube channel so I can continue to do videos like this. Like this video, drop a comment. If you are on the live, just drop a comment. Like, share, all of the above. Okay? Again, I appreciate all you guys who watch this. Until the next one. Peace out.